Alright, happy Monday, everybody. Actually, excuse me, happy Tuesday. I'm actually recording this on Monday, but you guys are going to be watching this tomorrow night. Remember, I will not be here on Thursday as well. I hope you guys were good for the sub today. Anyways, let's go ahead and get moving on with this. So we've been doing systems of equations. Now we're going to look at a system of inequalities, and we're going to figure out how to answer these questions. All right. So objective is that students will be able to solve the systems with at least 75% accuracy on their 8-question assignment. First equation, first thing I'm going to do just to get started for these problems is I'm going to go ahead and put my x and my y axis in here. Close enough. Okay. Now, the only way to solve a system of linear inequalities is by graphing itself. To start, for example, number 1, the first inequality is y is less than or equal to x plus 1. The second one is y is less than or equal to x minus 3. So really you're going to start by graphing the first inequality, and then you're going to graph the second one. So I'm going to start by graphing in the color red. So we're going to graph this one in red. My y-intercept is at 1, which is the point 0, 1. Putting that right here. And then my slope is going to be the point 1. Put it over 1. And I'm going to be going up and to the right. So that's 1 and 1. Put a point, 1 and 1. Put a point. And now we're going to graph our line. And let me go ahead and click on this bad boy. And we're going to extend it all the way down. Okay. Now since this is less than or equal to, this is going to be a solid line. So I'm going to go ahead and put my arrowheads on here. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to graph the second one, which is y is less than or equal to x minus 3. So my y-intercept then is at -3, which is going to be the point 0, -3. My slope is 1, so I'm going to put it over 1, which means I'm going up and right. So 0, -3 is right here. Up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. I have my points. Again, this is a solid line because it's less than or equal to. So we're going to use our solid line here. And let me go ahead and make that blue. Okay. Now, we can tell that these are obviously parallel lines here. They're never going to actually intersect. And this is why you have to graph linear inequalities, because they are done slightly different. So now I'm going to take green, and I'm going to use my perpendicular line test like we did the last time. So it's less than, which is going to be the downside. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shade below the line. Okay. And again, I'm going to use orange this time. This is less than or equal to for this one. So that is going to be below the line here. And then that means that our answer then is going to be the area where it's shaded for both. So you notice how this is shaded, but it's only shaded for one of the lines. So we want the area that's actually shaded for both of the lines, which is then going to be this area right here. Okay, so this would be my answer. Now there's a couple different ways we can do this. You can either just what I recommend is the area that the area that's your answer, so this area down here, I recommend shading this in very dark and the rest of it just shading in partially, and that way it's very easy to tell where your answer is. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's look at one more example here. So again, we're going to do the same thing. So let me go ahead and start by doing my x and my y axis. My x-axis. There's my y-axis. And we're going to do, first one is going to be red again. So we got y-intercept at -3 with a slope of 5/3, which means up 5, right 3. So I'm going to put my y-intercept at 0, 3. I'm going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a point. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Put a point. And now I'm going to connect my dots. And that's red. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and do the other one in blue again, which is going to be, oh, and excuse me, let me actually correct myself here. This is less than, it's not equal to, so this is going to be a dotted line. And you'll have to forgive me because this is probably not going to be a pretty dotted line, but it will be a dotted line nonetheless. And let me go ahead and delete that. Oh, and look at that. None of the lines showed up. Again, remember you need to use a straight edge. I apologize. Not very easy to draw straight lines on this board. Okay, so there's that line. The next one, y is greater than 1/3 x. We got y-intercept at 1, which is the point 0, 1. Slope at 1/3, which means up 1, right 3. So we got 1 here, and then we go up 1, right 3, 1, 2, 3. Up 1, right 3, 1, 2, 3. Put a point. And draw my dotted line again because it is not equal to. Okay. And now again we're going to do something similar. So we're going to start with the first one, and we have perpendicular line test. It's less than, so it's the bottom side, so I'm going to shade this side. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and use this purple color for the next one. This is greater than, so it's going to be above the line, so that's this section here. And again, our answer then is going to be the section that is in both, which is this section, and I'm actually going to make this a little bit smaller, which is going to be this section right here. Okay, so you can actually do, so the orange section is actually going to be my answer then, okay? So you guys can use different colors if you want to, or you can just shade and then darken in the area that's actually your answer, but there needs to be a distinct difference between the answer and the rest of the area that's shaded in, okay? Here is your 2 warm-up questions. Y is greater than or equal to 2x plus 3. Sorry about that. Excuse me. And then y is less than or equal to negative 4x minus 3. Your second equation is y is greater than or equal to x minus 3, and y is less than negative 4x plus 2. Okay? So make sure you guys have your notes done. I will be grading them on Wednesday when you come into class. Other than that, have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.